All right, guys, Black Truther here. Uh, Wanted to react to this clip from Bill Maher, Real Time, that just came out on Friday, and Coulter Van Jones. They speak basically about, uh, I guess, black on black crime or the rate in which black men are dying at the hands of other black men. And I'll stop it and go to react as we go.
Here's what we do know. We do know that for young black men, gun homicides are the leading cause of death. And that leading cause outstrips the next 15 causes combined. That's how bad it is.
Combined.
Also, black men ages 18 to 25 die from gun homicides at a rate nearly 19 times that of white young men the same
Insane.
age. Okay, and they're not being killed by white supremacists.
Exactly.
They're being killed by each other.
Absolutely.
That is.
Shout out to Bill for getting that in there, because I know that's a lot of narrative. That's a narrative or a talking point that a lot of people, even black people, will state that it's white supremacy that's killing black people. Okay, which is ridiculous. Okay, completely ridiculous.
The truth.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is sort of what you started to talk about. And given that this problem is internal, does it need to be more resolved internally? I mean, I've often asked this question. You can't say anymore that, there was a time I did editorials about it when there was a legitimate gripe like blacks are invisible. We don't, well, come on.
Sure.
And that's changed, and that's great. Mayor, I think the mayors of the biggest cities in this country are black.
Seven of the top 10 cities have black mayors. We have an African-American vice president. We've got two black senators.
Not a president.
A governor.
Police.
We've gotten there. Okay, for all the people that say there's still all this work to do, no, we've gotten there. Now the work is not on the country or the system as a whole, but it's us internal. It's internal that are the issues. I mean, we have Baltimore, that's a black city. Detroit is a black city. They call D.C. Chocolate City because black people basically are all up and down, all up in there. And then when I talk about Detroit or Baltimore and all these other big cities, Atlanta, these cities are basically ran within the system by black people.
Chiefs,
Sure.
and also leaders in the arts, culture, media. Okay. Where's the bully pulpit on this?
And
Where's the bully pulpit?
I'm really glad that you raise it, because I think there's this myth that the black community only cares about a black kid getting killed if a white cop does it or a white supremacist does it. And it's just not true. The media only cares.
Yes.
The media only cares.
Yes, that's
but
true.
There are candlelight vigils every weekend. There are teddy bears. There are balloons.
But caring and actually doing something and acknowledging the problems and acknowledging where it comes from, in which the environment that fosters this behavior, that's the problem that we don't have, that we just won't deal with.
There are crying mothers.
But
There
where,
are marches.
where are the leaders saying
and
just, hey, it's coming from inside the house. Cut it out, guys.
It happens every.
Sorry, I'm going to stop it real quick. But when Bill talks about the leaders, where are the leaders on this? The problem is that the black community has such a crazy echo chamber that if you come out, even as a leader, and try to basically go against the narrative and bring up another idea of maybe it could be X, Y, and Z, the community will ostracize you, grab you, throw you out, tell you that you're crazy, okay? Because, and I say this all the time, the black community has a problem with accepting new ideas. They just do. But let's continue.
Sunday in every black church. It happens every Saturday in every basketball
But
program.
these kids aren't going to the church.
Well, some do and some don't. But when you have people like Pastor Carl Day again and others, they leave the church and they go out there and they get no credit, they get no support. I agree with you. The amount of self-inflicted harm. There's a suicide crisis among young white kids and a homicide crisis among young black kids, and we're not doing enough about either one. And we should be doing a lot more. A lot more.
And Van is right that it's the media.
And here comes Ann. Ann's going to come in, and she's going to speak some real truth. People ain't gonna like it.
Yeah, who do not care about blacks killing blacks. And this is the one time where I think, I mean, you always hear, pretty white girl, oh, they'll cover that. No, the blacks killing blacks will not get covered by the media. That's a huge media problem, and you'll all laugh at me, but I'm going to say it because I'm right.
Here we go.
Very right.
Because of this
Far right.
is illegitimacy. All of these young men do not have fathers.
There it is.
And that is a huge, huge source of it. Anything that could be done to reduce the illegitimacy rate, particularly among the black community, it would be astronomical, the changes you'd see. Do you know, just one fact, if you take away the factor of illegitimacy, the difference in the black and the white crime rate disappears.
Wow.
You know,
it's an amazing fact.
It would be an amazing fact if it were true, but you know, but look, well, I mean,
it is a big part of it.
Listen,
even Bill has to be like, bro, come on, bro, because that goes against it. What the problem is if that becomes the reasoning, the top reasoning for this behavior, then it shuts down a lot of all the other issues and agendas that they have, like trying to break down the family structure and you know, feminism and single motherhood and all this other stuff. It completely negates or completely goes against all that other stuff. Let's continue.
I've got 2 very small children. I've got my eye on this problem a lot. You know, I'm trying to raise, you know, black kids here in Los Angeles. I'm not a part of the pro-crime lobby.
Well, thank God.
Far from it. But what's really missing, honestly, when we really try to figure out what's going on, you know, you have all kinds of different family structures. What's missing is hope. What's missing is opportunity. What's missing is a sense that there's a tomorrow. And
this is so ridiculous. I'm gonna let him finish.
What works, and again, you didn't have a 20%, 30% reduction in homicide in Philadelphia because suddenly everybody got married.
Yeah, okay.
That's not what changed. What changed is there was a push to get more opportunity to the kids out there who everybody was scared to talk to. People talk about those kids, they don't talk to them. You talk to those kids, they listen and they move. That's what needs to happen.
So what, you go talk to the kids and then they just stop and they change and they don't shoot each other? What are you talking about? Opportunity and hope doesn't raise kids, Van. Okay? That's what these kids need. They need more than just one parent. They need a man. They need a father figure. They need masculinity. That's what these kids need. That's what they're missing. Women cannot raise a young boy to become a man. I know it's hard for a lot of people to hear, but it's the truth. And opportunity and hope and all this weird stuff that he's talking about isn't tangible. It doesn't do anything.
And end the drug war. Right?
Well, hey, brother.
I think
we've been on that one for 20 years together. Go ahead, brother.
But, no, I just think ending the drug war.
That would be, yeah.
Because a lot of these shootings, isn't that what it's about? It's about.
Well, you know what? It used to be. It used to be that it was about drugs and turf or whatever. That's a generational difference. It turns out that the drug trade has changed. It's now pills and Percocets. The margins are not there. This is about class.
The margins aren't there. The black market economist, Van Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
This is about TikTok disses.
What?
This is about Instagram. This is about people feeling so hollow on the inside that someone putting something bad about them on TikTok feels like a threat to their existence, and they pull out a gun. So it's not even about money anymore. It's about wounded pride and lack of opportunity.
I agree that's a problem, but that isn't the problem. I mean, we also one other thing that has that's a variable in all this that nobody wants to touch is the music. The music. This is the same music I used to listen to. Okay? I grew up listening to hip hop. We went from conscious rap to gangster rap, and now there's drill. And drill, my God, is horrible. But let's let him finish.
It's almost sadder.
No father.
It's a lot sadder.
No father.
It's almost sadder that they're killing each other over, you know, what, you insulted by sneakers?
Yeah, it's
Bill Maher with the 1980s talking point. Like, what? What? Bro, come on. Nobody's doing that anymore. Stop it.
It's gone way worse. I'm not arguing with you, Ann, that fathers don't matter. I agree. Dads matter. I am a dad. But whether the dad is married to the mom or not married to the mom, or whether the dad is across the street, or whether that is important, it's vital. but it becomes an excuse not to put those programs in place that help kids who got dads and kids who don't. That's all I'm saying.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. The government programs. That's what he's pushing for. That's what he's shilling for. That's the agenda, right? He expects the government to raise these kids. Is he insane? Is he insane? The government can't do anything right. The government can't fill potholes. But yet you want them to raise the kids and create these programs for opportunity and hope. It's all a bunch of bullshit. And this is the agenda, this is the problem with a lot of these black celebrities. Right? These black celebrities that are well off, they get rich and they have to choose a side, and then all of a sudden the agenda comes knocking at the door. And they tell them, hey, you can't talk about these little talking points that you have to push. And I hear this from guys like him, Charlemagne, all these other black left-leaning Democrats when they talk about this stuff. And it's just ridiculous. The numbers bear it out, and is 100% correct. And the numbers and the statistics bear this out. This is very well known. This is why for him to come up on here and to just regurgitate these nonsense talking points is just ridiculous. They've been saying this forever, and nothing's changed.
I think it's easier to put the programs in place than to reduce illegitimacy. It's a much harder problem, but it's a much more powerful and determining problem. I mean, you see it.
And this wasn't always a problem in the black community,
Nope.
was it? I mean, like 50 years?
Correct. It's gotten much worse.
Much worse.
I think you have family structures changing across the board. I agree with you that the African-American family structure has changed the most, and I think with mostly bad outcomes. But I don't want to blame, honestly, single black moms who right now are going to their second job, trying to put food on the table, and say it's their fault that these kids are doing what they're doing. It is.
But, bro, this and there's another problem. So we're gonna sacrifice the child's well-being for mommy's feelings, so we don't hurt mommy's feelings, because to tell her that she made a bad decision. She made a bad decision, bro. Being a single mother is not good, and especially detrimental to young boys. And we have to be real here, and we have to tell the truth, okay? Otherwise, these problems, if you don't acknowledge the truth, you're attacking these problems with all kinds of nonsense that it doesn't get anywhere. The family structure should not be changing. There's one family structure that works, and we know it. A mother, a father, them living in the home, raising their children. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how you get good, productive children within society. All this weirdo stuff that they got going on now, single motherhood, and even single fatherhood, that shouldn't be. I mean, I know it's better, but it shouldn't be either. 2 moms, 2 dads. Allowing people to do all this experimentation has completely ruined society. It's ruined society.
If you do the work, it just turns out that some of the stuff is a lot more simple. When a kid has a shot and has some hope and has some opportunity, they act better than when they don't.
Oh my
and
God.
we all can take care of that, not just the Mr. Bag.
Okay.
You can't just use cool words, bro, with no substance. Hope, opportunity, do the work. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Do the work is raising the kids, and it takes 2. We all know this. Oh my God, it's just so frustrating to hear these people say this stuff. He knows better. He's a smart guy, bro. He knows better. But can't veer off the talking points, can't veer off the agenda. Got to keep pushing that agenda, those government programs, as he said. This is ridiculous. Okay, that's enough of that. Got me all fired up and worked up. If you guys like the video, like, share, comment, do all that good stuff, man. And if this video does well, I'll keep doing some more, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.